All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol IDEX, Ideanomics Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce to every single investor to stay tuned till the end of this video because I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys. It's a pretty controversial one, and I ask of everyone to remove their emotional perspective on the company and platform. I completely respect everyone's opinion, but let's focus in on the raw data and what the charts are showing us. So stay tuned for that information, and I don't plan on offending anyone, and I'm just here to talk about technical analysis and the charts themselves. So I ask of everyone to not look at it from an emotional perspective, because when we're investors, we need to remove our emotions and look for opportunities. So definitely you want to keep this one on your radar and on your watch list because of the fact of what the charts are showing and how the business model of the company is overall. So stay tuned for that information. So IDEX has had some runs here, dip, run again, but it's been moving up since these lows here from that long period of consolidation, which was in a very subtle downward effect. We used to watch that in every single video that I did way back in December, and we were watching it very closely. Hit 166, ran up, dipped, ran up again, dipped, and here we have a run, and we're slightly in a consolidation period right now. So pretty interesting stuff moving forward here with the stock IDEX. So let's go ahead and look at this from a very narrow perspective. I want every single investor to look at this from a very, very narrow perspective here, and I want us to focus in on these numbers that are pretty important moving forward due to the fact that we're going to talk about it narrowed and then we're going to talk about it a little bit broader. But due to the fact that it's in a tug-of-war zone, I definitely want to zoom in as much as possible. So let's talk about the broader numbers first. So if resistance gets broken through, the next resistance level is up here at 353. And the highest point here in the last couple of days was 374. So you want to keep these numbers in mind moving forward, right? If the upward volatility persists. Now, on the downward direction, the lowest point you want to watch for is down here at 303. Super important number. That's the lowest point we've seen before this upward momentum. And the second lowest was here at 307. So you want to keep these numbers in mind if the volatility persists in a downward direction. But right now, it's going in an upward direction, and we want to watch it closely. Now, we're currently sitting at 335, and the 50-day moving average is 334. So this is a very close one, and that's why we want to look at this very narrowed in so we can see where the stock is heading if it was to break through support or resistance within the last couple of hours. Again, we're in tug-of-war zone, and it just moved down to 332, so we definitely want to watch this closely. So our support here is 327. If 327 gets broken through, I highly recommend watching this very closely, how it reacts between 327 and down here at 308, 307, and see if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly. Because once it breaks through the support, we're getting deeper into bearish territory, and we're getting deeper into bearish territory to hit newer lows and newer support levels. So you definitely want to keep that in mind and pay close attention to how the stock's behaving if it breaks through 327. Now, our resistance level is 344. If 344 gets broken through and turned into a support, the bulls have managed to break through the 50-day moving average, getting back into bullish territory, and they're breaking through the most important resistance level to continue this momentum, pull away from the 50-day moving average, and by turning it into a support, they can break away to hit newer highs and new resistance levels. And I do want to emphasize the bulls need to break through 344 to go ahead and maintain this momentum and get themselves deeper into bullish territory to gain leverage and go to newer highs and new resistance levels. I hope that with these cues, you guys are well equipped for tomorrow's trading day. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned for all the information I have for you guys. I briefly discuss it. We talk about the chart, and we're talking about the business model and everything about this stock that I want to share with you guys that you definitely want to keep on your radar. So stay tuned for that information. So for those of you that have stayed till the end of this video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is in a very controversial state right now, and many people disagree with it, and I completely respect everyone's opinion. Either you agree or disagree with it, and I'm not here to talk about the controversies of this platform and ticker symbol. I'm just here to talk about the technicals, what the chart is showing, and it's looking like an opportunity, but we definitely need to watch it closely. But the ticker symbol is TWTR. Twitter Inc., right? So it's been pulled down due to all the controversies that are going on right now, and a lot of people are disagreeing and leaving even the platform, and I completely understand why someone would decide to do that, because of the fact that they have a personal belief, and these personal beliefs are being destroyed, right, by the way others are treated, or even the whole entire platform as a whole. I completely respect it, and I completely understand where anybody is coming from and how they feel. But again, I'm not here to talk about the controversies. Let's talk about the chart. Let's focus in on the chart. And I want to start off by saying that you definitely want to add this to your watch list. Like, remove all emotional perspective on Twitter and focus in on the numbers, and let's focus in on the graph. Now, Twitter has been banning many individuals that are followed by many. Now, will that affect Twitter's revenue moving forward? I believe it will. It will in a big percentage, but Twitter will actually continue to grow because it's a growing company. So it may not grow as fast, right? As fast as we've seen it grow, but it's going to continue to grow. It might be at a slower pace, but you can already see from this up high up here of around the 50s and 56 and drop down to about 44. It lost about $4 billion in market capitalization, which I personally believe it could actually get some of that back over time. It's going to take some time. So what is my perspective here? This is temporary. This fall is temporary. And we're going to show you why I believe Twitter is going to grow back. Now, do I think it's going to grow this fast in that short period of time? I don't want to guarantee that, and I don't believe that. I think it's going to be much slower, but we will see such growth over time. Now, some will say, I think Twitter has more room to fall, and that completely is something that I don't want to rebuttal. It could completely be true, or we could have probably hit the bottom here. We don't know the bottom yet, but we are seeing a pullback. Now, why is this pulling back? Well, if you look up in different articles, there's a lot of different stuff going out about Twitter, but one of the main ones that stood out to me today, which I found that information over the weekend, is that analysis ratings have been reiterated up to $60. So they've actually been upgraded. And that happened last week. I came across it over the weekend. I was probably going to talk about it over the weekend, but I said, let me see how it reacts to this reiteration. Does the public care about that, or will it continue to pull down? Well, funny story is, it started to come out on articles, and here we are seeing a slight upward trend. But we've already seen upward trends here about 2 or 3 times, right? And then what happened? The stock kept going down. So I don't want us to be fooled by that, but it is looking like it slightly hit a bottom here. Now we want to see. We don't know what the bottom is, but the one thing I do want to refer back to is November 2nd, when the stock fell from $52 all the way down to about 38. And then after that, it started to run right back up. So this could be an opportunity, just like what happened here. I'm not guaranteeing that, but it could be an opportunity like what happened here moving forward. Now, the banding of individuals, especially highly sought after individuals that are actually being followed and watched by many, have been removed, is something that is affecting Twitter overall in their revenue moving forward. I know that's going to affect the business, and it won't be able to grow as fast as it was growing before. It's going to grow slower, but this does have potential to continue to grow. So I highly recommend adding this to your watch list, adding this to keep it on your radar, whether you're against it or you're with it. I am here to talk about technicals. I'm not here to talk about the controversies, but if you can just remove your emotional perspective for just a moment and look at what I'm saying, you may see an opportunity. But I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on stocks that are looking pretty opportunistic, in my opinion, and what I'm looking at. So definitely add this to your watch list. Keep it on your radar. And guys, I know it's very controversial right now and everything that's going on, but the business model of Twitter is going to continue to grow. This is probably a temporary pullback, and we might have already seen the bottom. I'm not sure yet. There could continue to be a pullback, but this is getting pretty close to its bottom. And as more analysis ratings continue to reiterate and move forward, this could be a temporary pullback, and we might see some explosive growth moving forward. Like I said, it might not be as fast as before and how it used to, but it will start to move its way up to newer highs and new resistance levels once more investors are feeling more optimistic and also this temporary pullback is pulled through. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. And it's going to be interesting. And again, I apologize if this is a controversial stock in your opinion, but I did have to share this because a lot of investors, what they're looking for is opportunity. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.